Times are hard, bills are rising, so wouldn't it be nice if you could go out and collect some lovely juicy lugworm and it not cost you a penny, apart from the initial outlay of buying yourself a nice little pump? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can go and collect your own free bait. This particular bait we're collecting today is lugworm. It's absolutely fantastic for a wide range of species. So today we're going to be using a bait pump. This is a 22mm stainless steel bait pump, and in layman's terms, it's basically a giant straw, and this is the mouth that sucks it. Inside, you've got a couple of washers, which tightens up and loosens down with your little wing nut there, and this here relieves the pressure. So what you do is you stick it in the sand, and you basically pump it out, and that's how you get your worm. There is other ways to do it. You can use a spade, you can use a fork, but I'm going to go through that now with you. Let's find the cast, and let's show you how to pump and get some free bait. So what are we looking for? We're looking for this here, which is what I call the worm poo, and we're looking for this here, which is what I call the filter hole, the breathe hole. So basically the worm filters it down through its body and it poos it out this side. So the worm are sitting underneath in this burrow. The worm's head's usually about there and the tail's usually about there. So what we want to do is we want to go in that hole about 2 to 3 inches, and we want to get in this burrow and we want to suck that worm out. So that's the theory anyway. But a lot of people, what they do is they overshoot it, and they'll stick the pump in this way here, and they'll end up down here, and they'll be pumping below the worm, and they're wondering why they're missing it, or the angle that they use is too harsh, and they'll overshoot the worm this way, and they'll be pumping round about here. Now, in the summer, you'll go down 2 to 3 inches. In the winter, you might need to go that little tiny bit deeper. Right, let's try and get this out. We're going to go in there 2 to 3 inches and see if we can get it out in 2 to 3 pumps. So we're going to go in, nice slight angle, down 2 to 3 inches, pump it out. There we go, 2 pumps, and we've got our lovely, lovely, juicy lugworm. At the bottom, you've got your wing nut. This is to tighten up and loosen your washers, so this creates your pressure in your pump. Now, if you find that it's too hard and too stiff to pump up, it's probably that you've got your nut a little bit too tight, or you need to lubricate. So you can put lubrication in this hole here. A lot of people use Fairy Up liquid. I particularly don't, because you get absolutely minging off it. You get black all over you. I use a little tiny bit of Brasso and it works a treat. I haven't had to oil this pump now for probably about 8 months, 9 months, and it's absolutely perfect for me, absolutely perfect. Now, if you want to tighten it and loosen it, the easiest thing to do is to put it in the sand and then turn either way. So that'll loosen it, that'll tighten it. So all you've got to do, little tweaks and test it, little tweaks and test it, and you get the right pressure. If the pressure's too high, you're going to damage your worms and they're not going to last. So if, say for instance, you're pumping and you want to use them in 2 days, you're going to wrap them up in newspaper, you're going to put them in the fridge. You'll end up stretching your worms and they'll end up dying on you, and they'll be no good. You want a nice, damp, sandy beach. If it's dry, it's going to be no good. You're not going to be able to get your suction on your pump. If it's too stony and too shelly, it's going to be a nightmare to use your pump to break through all that. So what you want to use there is a spade or a fork. So make sure your pressure's right. And there you go. Good luck, everybody. And hopefully this video has helped at least one person. Catch you in a bit.